Welcome to Tape 8 in the My Little Pony Mystery Series. We hope you enjoy this tape, but please remember our warning. Do not listen to it within 5 hours of bedtime, or otherwise you will have a very bad nightmare. If it is within 5 hours of bedtime, please switch this tape off now. However, if it is not within 5 hours of bedtime, please listen on and enjoy My Little Pony Mystery number 8. Why did the black ponies come here? My little pony, why did the black pony of darkness come here? My little pony, we were all so happy, why did he have to appear? Cause Ponyland is the place to be, sweet rainbow fantasy, but friends will never be apart. My little pony, they'll always be in my heart. They'll always be in our hearts. My Little Pony Mystery number 8. Why did the black ponies come here? It was almost 8 p.m. on the evening of the 3rd of August 2005. All of the My Little Ponies and their pets were playing outside Paradise Estate. Dodge, the guinea pig who lived with his owner Lancer in Paradise Land, was also there, although Lancer was back at home. Lofty had brought him here earlier in her hot air balloon to visit his friend Twinkle, who lived in Paradise Estate. Dodge was rolling a ball backwards and forwards with his nose towards a pony called Cupcake. He'd been playing this game for quite a while when suddenly he realised that his friend Twinkle was nowhere to be seen. He looked around and saw the small ginger-haired guinea pig standing over by the wall of Paradise Estate. "What's wrong, Twinkle?" he said, racing away from his game and going over to the small guinea pig standing by the wall. "Why aren't you coming to play? It is great fun, you know." "Well, it probably would be, if only I could play with my owner. But she's gone on holiday, and she won't be back for quite some time." "I didn't know that your owner had gone on holiday." "Where has Trolley gone?" asked Dodge. "She never told my owner that she was going. At least he never told me that she had." "No, she probably didn't. But that's probably because, well, a little pony by the name of Gypsy came past Paradise Estate with a caravan, and, well, she asked all of the little ponies if they'd like to come with her. She was going up to the top of Sugartop Mountain, and they were just going to explore what was actually up there, because nobody's actually climbed to the top before. At least, not as far as anybody can remember. And nobody's ever written about it, so unless it happened hundreds of years ago, nobody's been up there. And so, they're going to be the first ponies to ever go up there. Truly asked me if she could go, and so, well, I said that she could. I don't know why I said it. I mean, I shouldn't. Well, there was no way I could keep my owner at home, is there? I had to let her go and all that, didn't I? Right? Yes, I see your point. So how long has she gone for? And how many other ponies went with her? It was just her, Magic Star, Gusty, North Star, Lickety Split, and Heartthrob. And they've gone for 10 whole days. 10 whole days. They went yesterday. It was 11 days. But they'll be back in 10 days now, I suppose. So that must be the 13th. But that seems like forever.
I'll get Cupcake to ring my owner, and I'll see if he'll let me stay with you all tonight. Then perhaps you'll feel more comfortable about being on your own. Yes, that's a nice idea,
said Twinkle.
We could share some cucumber cake and celery tarts together. And we could talk long into the night and enjoy ourselves. While my owner is not around, we can stay up all night. Yes, that is a good idea. I like to stay up well into the night. I often do it because I live outside my owner's house. I have the chance to. But I'm often lonely on my own, so it would be a lovely idea. I'll go and ask Cupcake.
And when Dodge returned, Cupcake had phoned his owner, and Lancer had agreed that the two guinea pigs could stay together for the night. And so Twinkle and Dodge walked inside. Of course, Twinkle was happy to think that, well, he would be spending one of the 11 nights that he'd have to spend without his owner with his best friend, Dodge. After all, it wouldn't be more than 11 nights, would it? His owner had told him that she'd be back after 11 nights. Nothing would happen to her on Sugartop Mountain. Nothing at all, surely. Everyone was quite sure that it was perfectly safe up there, even though nobody had been up there ever. Or if they had, it had been a very long time ago. Nothing was likely to happen to her. So they would meet again in 10 days' time, wouldn't they? They'd be together once more. Unless, of course, something happened to Twinkle first. Dodge spent the following day with Twinkle, but it was at 20 to 8 that evening that Dodge's owner came to collect him. The two guinea pigs had had some great fun that day, and they were quite sad. But Dodge said that he would come and visit Twinkle as soon as he possibly could, which cheered Twinkle up a little bit. Lofty offered the pony and guinea pig a ride back to Paradise Land, and Twinkle stood outside Paradise Estate and waved to them as they floated off.
Oh, I do wish that my owner would come back for me. Why did she go on her own? I could have gone with her.
Twinkle said to himself as he sadly went back to his hutch in the Paradise Estate bedroom.
Perhaps tomorrow I'll go down to Earth and see my brother and Dodge's brother. But right now I must get some sleep. Perhaps tomorrow I'll wake up and find that it was all a nasty dream.
And so the small ginger-haired guinea pig curled up and went to sleep. The 7 ponies in the caravan weren't having a very nice time either, because, well, Gypsy's caravan had broken down the day before, and it had taken a long time to get it started again. Truly had decided that she would have rather stayed at home with Twinkle, and so had 3 of the other ponies, Heartthrob, Gusty and Lickety-Split. Magic Star, North Star and Gypsy were still very excited about reaching the top of the mountain, but these 4 ponies wished that they could go home. But there was no way to turn back now. They would just have to wait another 9 days before they could go back home. The 4 of them looked sadly out of the window.
I suppose I could fly back home if I wanted to,
said Heartthrob.
But it wouldn't really be fair to leave all of you, would it? Well, I don't mind if you go back home,
said Truly.
Well, I care if she does, Big Mouth,
interrupted Gusty.
'Cause we can't go back home, can we? And whose bright idea was it to come out here anyway?
The unicorn stared at Truly.
It was a joint decision between all of us,
said Truly.
I I may have been the one to tell you that Gypsy was on the doorstep, asking us if we wanted to come, but you didn't have to come with me. Just because I was going. You made the choice to come here. Yes, well, it was the wrong choice, wasn't it?
Well, I didn't think I'll go home anyway, said Heartthrob. Because that might be the wrong choice as well. Although the journey up to the top of Sugartop Mountain is so boring, there might be something exciting at the top of the mountain. No chance, said Gusty, walking off.
For once, I think she's got a point,
said Lickety-Split, stomping after her.
We're not gonna find anything exciting up the top of this mountain,
the pink pony said over her shoulder as she walked away. Heartthrob and Truly sat in silence. After 3 or 4 minutes, the Pegasus pony walked off. Truly gazed out of the window.
I wonder how Twinkle is back at home,
she thought aloud. If Truly had been at Paradise Estate that night, she would have found that her guinea pig was perfectly safe. But there were still 9 nights to go before the pony returned to Paradise Estate. Would Twinkle still be alright, considering that now there was nobody sleeping in the bed next to his hutch, which was right near the window? A black pony, or one of their helpers, could get through that window and take the guinea pig in the dead of night. And unlike Truly, who slept right next to the guinea pig and would hear somebody coming through the window, none of the other ponies who were in charge of looking after Twinkle would notice that he was gone until they cleaned out his hutch the following morning. And by then, it could be too late. On Monday the 8th of August, Desiree Alder, who lived on Earth, was playing with her 2 guinea pigs, Sparkle and Splodge, when suddenly Sparkle looked up at her and said,
I have a feeling that we have to go and see my brother Twinkle. I feel that he is very lonely. I don't know why I have this feeling, but I feel that he wants somebody to talk to. Do you think it would be possible to take me up there tomorrow, Desiree?
Yes, I suppose I could, said Desiree, but I wonder why it is that you feel that you've got to go and see your brother.
It's just that he's being stupid. You know that, Desiree. He's always like that. I am not being stupid. I really do need to go and see my brother, said Sparkle, looking at Splodge. We'll go up there tomorrow, said Desiree. Tomorrow evening. We can't go up there tonight now, because it's 8:15. And I don't fancy walking round in our garden in the dark, with all the rats out there. Okay, tomorrow is fine. Just please make sure that we can get there tomorrow, because I really do have a feeling that my brother needs me urgently.
Twinkle, actually, was absolutely fine, although he was feeling lonely. He had been sitting in his hutch all over the weekend, and all of the ponies had been quite busy and had not had much time to talk to him. Dodge and his owner had promised to come the next day, Tuesday the 9th, but that didn't help Twinkle today. Just then, though, Lofty walked into the room.
What's wrong, Twinkle?
The Pegasus asked as she approached the guinea pig.
You know what the problem is, Lofty,
said the little guinea pig, peering sadly out of his hutch.
Truly's not coming back from her holiday until the 13th, and, well, I just feel so lonely. Nobody's spoken to me all day, you know. Well, we've all been rather busy, I'm afraid,
said Lofty.
but I promise I'll come and speak to you tomorrow. I'll stay here and speak to you for a while now.
The Pegasus pony settled down on Truly's bed, and soon the Pegasus and Guinea Pig were laughing happily together. Twinkle didn't feel lonely anymore, but after about half an hour, Lofty said that she had to go and see her friend Locket and take a suitcase full of Locket's belongings to her, because Locket had also gone on holiday. She'd gone on holiday to Butterfly Island to see the My Little Ponies who lived there. Lofty had promised to take Locket's suitcases to her in her hot air balloon.
When I come back, though, I'll get some food for you. I'll get you some celery tarts. Celery tarts? For me? I simply love celery tarts.
The little guinea pig licked his lips and looked forward to the food which Lofty had promised him when she came home. Truly, meanwhile, was still sitting sadly in the caravan, which was going up to the top of Sugartop Mountain. She was still worrying about Twinkle, and was beginning to wish that she brought him with her. Why couldn't he have come with her? Gypsy had advised her not to bring him, but she couldn't see any reason why the guinea pig shouldn't have come. North Star came over to her.
I say, this really is an exciting adventure, eh, Truly? That's what Magic Star said as well, but I'm still feeling girly about Twinkle. Well, it is an exciting adventure, Truly,
said Magic Star.
If only you'd stop thinking about that guinea pig for a minute, and just concentrate on what a lovely journey this is. Anyway, if you found this such a horrible holiday, you would have gone home, wouldn't you?
We would have gone home if we thought we could have gone back there, said Gusty.
That's right,
added Lickety Split.
If we could have got back to Paradise Estate, we would have gone. I almost flew back there, but I didn't think it was fair, because, after all, Truly, Gusty, and Lickety Split want to go home as well. I just wish there was a way that I could find out how Twinkle was.
Come, you lot, 'tisn't that bad, said North Star. Yes, it is. And who's to say this caravan won't topple over and kill the lot of us? And then none of us will ever get back to the estate, will we? All of the ponies looked at Gusty, because that was another thing that Lickety Split, Heartthrob, and Truly had been thinking about. What if something terrible happened to them while they were on their holiday, and they never saw Paradise Estate again? That had never occurred to them until they were already in the caravan, by which time, of course, it was too late.
Oh, don't be silly, said Gypsy. This caravan is perfectly safe. We will all be at the top of Sugartop Mountain before you know it. I'd say we'd get there tomorrow. We'll spend a fortnight up there when we get to the top.
All of the ponies, including North Star and Magic Star, looked at her in shock. Hang on a moment. If my sums are right, we're going to take 6 days to get there, and 6 days to get back. That's 12 days. We're going to spend a fortnight up there. 12 plus 14 is 26. How can that be 11 days, which is how long you said we'd waste on this trip?
I never said 11 days. I told you it would be just over 11 days, traveling time. I didn't include the holiday. That's a fortnight. I told you it was 26 days altogether.
But I told Twinkle that I'd only be gone 11 days. He'll start to worry about us.
Well, I'm sorry, but I did tell you that
it would be 25 or 26 days. But you were so eager to come, you obviously didn't listen.
What am I gonna do? How am I gonna tell my guinea pig what's going on?
There's no way to contact him from up here, said Gypsy. I'm afraid that he'll just have to wait until you get home. I doubt if he'll be that worried. But Truly knew that Twinkle would be very worried. And Truly was quite worried herself. She hadn't wanted to leave her guinea pig for that long. She would have insisted that she'd brought him, whatever Gypsy had said. Then she thought to ask the question,
Why did you tell me not to bring my guinea pig anyway? It would have been much better if I could have brought him, because then I wouldn't have to be worrying about him now.
Well, I didn't think that your guinea pig would like the conditions on the top of a mountain. What conditions? Said Heartthrob.
Well, the temperatures are going to be quite cold. I must warn you of that. And it will be snowing. It will be very dark. And there could be any kind of dangers up there because it's never been explored.
Nothing really to worry about. Oh yeah, nothing at all. The ponies all looked at Gypsy. They wished that they'd never come on this adventure. And now, even Magic Star and North Star wished that they could get home. They just hoped that nothing would happen to them, and that they would get back after 26 days.
And why do you look so nervous when we ask you about what the conditions are going to be at the top of the mountain?
Said Truly.
Well, really, because I simply don't know. I don't even know if anybody lives up there,
said Gypsy.
And who may live up there, actually?
Said North Star.
Well, anybody, really. Since nobody's ever been up there, there could be anything up there at all. There could be something that we like up there, or there could be something else that we won't like. I'm afraid to say yes, that is a possibility. All of the ponies looked around. Gypsy had not told them that it was going to be very cold up the top of Sugartop Mountain, and so they had not even brought warm coats to wrap up in, because when they had left Paradise Estate, it had been a hot, sunny day. Now they were all going to be freezing cold at the top of a mountain for 2 weeks before they could go home. North Star and Heartthrob could fly home, but the other 3 ponies couldn't walk that far. So they were stuck there. And North Star and Heartthrob didn't feel right flying back home on their own. So it looked like they were all trapped on the top of a mountain where they could be surrounded by things that they didn't like for a whole fortnight. It was 7 p.m. the following day when Desiree, Sparkle and Splodge finally had a chance to get up the rainbow. They went into Paradise Estate, and when they walked into the bedroom, they found Twinkle gazing sadly out of his hutch. "What's wrong, Twinkle?" said Sparkle as he approached. "Well, really, Sparkle, I am just so lonely." "And why's that?" asked Splodge. "Doesn't your owner care about you anymore?" Twinkle explained about everything that had happened. "Well,
Dodge said when Twinkle had finished.
At least your owner will be back in 4 days. Yeah, but 4 days is a long time. Dodge and his owner promised that they'd come and see me today, but they didn't, which I thought was rather unkind of them. But we didn't tell you when we would come to visit,
said a voice in the doorway.
And we're here right now. But since we're so unkind, perhaps I will go away again, Twinkle.
It was Dodge. His owner stood just behind him.
That's a shame. All of my visitors have come together, which means that I'll be lonely when they all leave. That always seems to happen on occasions like this. I remember back in the days when I was in the pet shop. And, well, I don't know if I ever told you this, Dodge. And probably, Sparkle, you wouldn't remember, because you were split up from us. Because that's what happens, Desiree. I'm not sure if you knew that. You see, when guinea pigs are born, if they have a special twin brother or sister who's to be sent down to Earth, you know the whole story of that, don't you? You know who they'll get sent to. You know it's always that the guinea pigs are sent to a human whose favorite pony is their twin's owner. You know what I mean, don't you, Desiree?
Yes, I know that part of the story anyway. So, what is it that you're trying to tell us, Twinkle?
Oh, the guinea pigs that were going to be sent down to Earth are always split up from the rest of the litter. So Sparkle was put in a separate cage to us. What do you mean, us? You don't mean to say that there were more of you? I always thought that Sparkle was your only brother. You mean to say that I've got other brothers and sisters?
Asked Sparkle, listening carefully.
Well, no, you haven't got any sisters, but we had 2 brothers. Yes, but I've forgotten their names now. Occasionally they come to me. I don't know what happened to them, though.
We'll have to find them, said Desiree.
Well, where are we going to find them? That's the point. But if they were around now, then perhaps they would come and visit me while Trull is away.
We'll have to look for them, said Desiree. We'll have to travel around and see if anybody's heard of them.
Well, you see, a lot of the pets who belong to ponies who live in Paradise Estate are actually kept in a special pet shelter around the back of the estate. Each of the owners has a key. I'm about the only guinea pig who's actually kept in the estate, because Truly is the only one who ever wants to keep her guinea pigs in the house. What I don't know, though, is how you can find out who's actually in there. Unless you have a pet who's actually kept in there, you see, you can't actually get into the pet shelter. I know of a few ponies who got the key, but they're always reluctant to let us in.
Heartthrob, Lickety Split and Gusty left me in charge of their pets who live in the pet shelter, said Cupcake. I'm sorry, but I overheard what you were just saying, and, well, I would let you go in there, but they gave me instructions that I was not to allow anybody into the shelter. You know how protective the ponies are over their pets. They never want anybody who hasn't got a pet in there to go in. Haven't you got any pets? Asked Desiree. I thought most of the ponies in Paradise Estate have pets. I've got 2 rabbits called Pepper and Salt, but they live in the estate with me, and so I'm afraid I haven't got permission into the shed normally, and so I can't allow you to come in. Well, can you tell us if there are any guinea pigs who might be Sparkle and Twinkle's brothers? I'm afraid not. It is a closely guarded secret, I'm sorry to say. Well, I think the first ones to ask are probably Lickety-Split, Heartthrob and Gusty, because if they've got pets who live in the shelter, then surely they would know. They might even allow us in if we tell them the reason. Yes, but they won't be back until Trudy comes back. 'Cause they went on holiday, didn't they? In the same caravan, didn't you say, Twinkle?
Yes, that's right. So it doesn't look like I'm ever going to find my brothers, does it?
Yes, you will, said Desiree. As soon as your owner and the other ponies come back, we'll ask the ones who have pets in the shelter if we can go in and have a look. Don't look so glum, Twinkle. We will find your brothers. How about if I get you some celery tarts? The guinea pig smiled and looked at her.
That sounds like a splendid idea, Desiree.
And so the three guinea pigs, Sparkle, Splodge and Dodge, raced after Desiree, Lancer and Lofty, who had joined them, to prepare the celery tarts for the little lonely guinea pig in his hutch. Twinkle didn't come with them, because it was to be a surprise what other treats they would make for him. Desiree looked out of the back window and saw a green shed outside. Is that where the pets are kept? She asked.
Yes, that's right,
said Lofty.
I'm afraid, though, I haven't got a pet at the moment, and so, well, what it means is I'm not allowed in there either. Otherwise, of course, I will allow you in there.
They were so busy talking about the pet shelter that they didn't hear the faint noise in the distance. The faint noise which got louder and louder. It was coming from the My Little Pony bedroom, where Twinkle was. It got louder and faster, and the ponies recognized it. So did Desiree and the guinea pigs. Everybody in the kitchen looked at each other in fear. It was the Black Pony of Darkness. What could he possibly want this time? Then the noise stopped, and they heard a laugh coming from the My Little Pony bedroom. The noise had gone. Everything was silent. Why would the Black Pony have come and gone away without doing anything? He must have done something already. The ponies walked into the My Little Pony bedroom with Twinkle's food. They had to have a look around and see if all of the ponies were alright, so they'd just give him his food, and then they would just go all around Paradise Estate, count all of the ponies and make sure that none were missing. You know, that none had gone from the living room or from the nursery. They walked quickly towards Trudy's bed, not even looking at Twinkle's cage. Then they saw the black hoof prints on the carpet. The black hoof prints that could only belong to one pony, the Black Pony of Darkness. They came in through the window, went all the way round Trudy's bed, and stopped in front of Twinkle's hutch. Desiree, Lancer, Lofty, Sparkle, Dodge and Splodge looked up at the hutch where Twinkle was, or should have been, because there, flapping gently in the breeze coming from the open window where the Black Pony had got in, was the door to Twinkle's hutch, open. The newspaper which lined his hutch had blown everywhere, torn to shreds. No guinea pig in sight, just a message in black ink on the back of his hutch. "I've taken the guinea pig away. He's in my castle. Here he'll stay. Oh yes, I'll give him back all right, if I can have his owner, the pony who's white." The ponies almost could hear the black pony's laugh in the background. Twinkle was gone. They would save him though, and they would also find his brothers for him, so that when they had a welcome party, when they got the guinea pig back to the Paradise estate, his two brothers would be waiting for him, whatever their names may be. At 7:45, Gypsy's caravan finally reached the top of Sugartop Mountain. The ponies looked around. There was nothing here at all. It was just a snow-covered mountain, freezing cold. Except, wait a moment, what was that over there? It had just come into view, now that Gypsy had driven the caravan a bit nearer. In the middle of the white snow was a white tent. A big white tent. On top of the white tent, the only thing that was visible, and the only reason that the ponies had spotted it, was a black flag. The caravan drew up outside it. "It looks like somebody is already here," said Gypsy. "I thought that nobody had ever come up to the top of Sugartop Mountain." "So this really was a waste of time," said Gusty. "Oh, goodness me, no, it won't be a waste of time," said North Star. "Mayhap it is someone who will be exciting and interesting to talk to, eh?" I doubt it very much." "Well, North Star is right," said Magic Star. "We can't think anything awful until we know all the facts about the top of Sugartop Mountain. After all, it could be somebody interesting. It could be the only thing that's exciting about this holiday, darling," said Heartthrob. "After all that's here apart from that tent is snow. And snow just means a freezing cold atmosphere. I don't like the cold." But while all of this was going on, somebody had come out of the tent. Truly gasped as she saw them. First one, then another, and another. A fourth and final one wandered out of the tent. Well, what have we here?" one of them said, looking straight at the caravan. "It looks to me like a caravan full of ponies. Mary will be pleased when we take this lot home," said a human walking out of the tent. "It's Eleanor Glastonbury," said Truly, as if we hadn't noticed. 4 more humans followed her. One, a bald man with a very red face, turned round and shouted that he wanted Hatred to come out of the tent. The ponies in the caravan immediately knew that this was John Dunnington calling to his black pony, the black pony of Hatred. What is it that you want?" the pony said, staggering out of the tent. "I was just busy reading that Charles Dickens book. The one that you stole when we were last down on Earth spying on the But John looked at him as though he didn't want the pony to continue, and so Hatred quickly closed his mouth. "Quite remarkable, really. I mean, it was my idea to come up here, wasn't it?" said a helper who the ponies knew as Ashley Vermilio. "Here we are, minding our own business on our holiday, and we managed to get 7 ponies.
So easy to capture as well,
said her black pony, the black pony of nightmares.
I mean, they're not even trying to escape.
They're totally useless, said the black pony of curses. They'll never get away from us, will they?
Oh, yeah? Gypsy, let us out of this caravan. The door's locked.
And that means that I can't fly back home, darling. Gypsy pressed a button which made all the doors of her caravan open. Heartthrob and North Star immediately raced up to the door and flew off back towards Paradise Estate.
Oh, great. Leave us here, why don't you? I thought we were all gonna stay together on this vacation. Let them go,
said Magic Star.
They'll go and get help, won't they?
Unless they forget.
They won't forget, of course they won't forget,
said Truly.
As soon as they get back home, they'll send somebody to come and get us.
But just then they heard the awful noise of a rope flying through the air.
They've caught them,
said Gypsy, looking up. 2 ropes were now tied around each of the ponies. Heartthrob and North Star were pulled back towards the black ponies and their helpers. Soon all of the 7 ponies were tied up.
I can't believe our luck,
said Eleanor Glastonbury.
When we take this lot back to Mary, she'll be so pleased. What do you mean, take us back to Mary, by the way?
said Truly.
After all, I thought it was the Black Pony of Darkness that wanted to capture all of the ponies.
What does it mean to you, White Pony? Asked Ashley Vermilio. Either way, you're going to be taken back to the castle and become our slaves.
I want to know if it's the Black Pony of Darkness or Mary Clogton who wants to capture us. Well, you're not gonna find out, White Pony,
said Eleanor Glastonbury.
We're gonna take you straight back there, and it doesn't matter to you if it's a pony or a human who wants ya.
The black ponies and their helpers wandered out of the tent, where the ponies were now tied up, to speak privately about what the best way to get their prisoners home was.
The worst bit is, who's gonna come and look for us in the Black Mountains?
It will probably be Nightmare Land that they'll take us to, said Gypsy, trying to be helpful.
Who cares where they take us to? The thing is, how are we gonna get back home?
See?
And find us? Who? Everyone will think that we've got lost somewhere on Sugartop Mountain. Well, normally the Black Pony of Darkness doesn't leave it at one attack. If the Black Pony wants to capture us all, he'll probably be going around somewhere else right now. There'll probably be other ponies there. And if there's other ponies there, then they'll go to rescue them and they'll find us.
I dare say you could be right there, Truly, said North Star.
Ah, she could be wrong. Well, we just gotta hope, haven't we? After all, Twinkle really will be worrying about me in a few days' time.
What Truly didn't know was that Twinkle was more concerned with slightly different things to where his owner was at the moment. Different worries. Like how to escape from the Black Pony. Another thing that Truly didn't know was that she might be seeing her guinea pig sooner than she thought, and rather sooner than she would have liked, because where she would next see her guinea pig was not a very nice place to be at all. On Thursday at 7 o'clock, the ponies who had been captured on the top of Sugartop Mountain arrived at the Black Pony of Darkness's castle in Nightmare Land. They had been transported there on a dark storm cloud, which the Black Ponies and their helpers who had been on the top of Sugartop Mountain had also travelled on. They were pushed into a dungeon, and the door slammed shut.
Oh, we gotta get out of here,
said Truly.
Twinkle will be so worried about me.
Then the ponies heard a scuttling noise behind them. What could it possibly be? The noise got louder. Something was running across the floor towards them. Could it be a rat? Or something much worse? It was so dark in the dungeon that the ponies couldn't see what it was that was running towards them at all. They could just hear those horrible scuttling footsteps running towards them. So what was it? Well, you'll have to find out on side B of number 8 in the My Little Pony mystery series. Why did the black ponies come to Ponyland?